Two West End teams try to improve to 2-0 on the gridiron. Welcome to SportsWire. I'm Will Catterley. And one of those teams would be Mills Godwin. The Eagles, fresh off their Week 1 win at Goochland, had their home opener against Patrick Henry. Now, last season, Godwin escaped Ashland with a 1-point win, so head coach Earl Kinney knew that this one could be decided late. To Mills Godwin High School underneath the Friday night lights. Yes, Godwin trying to go to 2-0 against Patrick Henry. Patrick Henry, though, looked really good, especially in the first quarter. Avery Curtis, long run, setting up the Patriots deep in Godwin territory would lead to this. Quarterback gonna dial up his own number. It's Devin Roos. He finds the end zone for pay dirt and 6 points. PAT would be good. 7-0, 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Second quarter, Patrick Henry on the move again. Great job by the wide receiver. Number 5, William Aruza with the catch. That's inside the 15-yard line, but the great equalizer in football, I don't care if it's high school, college, or pro. Great equalizer, you guessed it. Turnovers! Godwin forced some. Big turnover there. PH could have gone up 14 points or at least 10 with a field goal. Instead, Eagles in business, and Fly Eagles fly. Their quarterback would. Luke Roberts. Quarterback scramble, quarterback keeper. It would lead to this. Number 36, Aiden Sorochi. Kicker knocks that one through. 7-3, 1:15 to go in the second quarter. More from the defense. It's another turnover. Johnny on the spot. Kane Southworth proves his worth. Another turnover for the defense. The offense, you know, it's one thing to get turnovers on defense. Offense got to take advantage of them. Well, Sam Setter in at quarterback. Head coach said, that they would use 2 quarterbacks, and they did. Later, this guy did yeoman-like work in Week 1. Here he is again in Week 2. Touchdown! Konstantinos Kavanes, and the windmills are running. Woo! Number 4, Stone grab it, and it's 10-7. Godwin. We go to the fourth quarter. Patrick Henry missed a field goal in the third that would have tied it at 10. No problem, says the Patriots. Number 2, touchdown. Avery Curtis takes it round the left side. 14-10 PH. 7:58 to go in the ball game. Would Godwin have an answer? Yes, they would. First, we'll play action, pass, complete, Noah Wilborn, and he will get the first down. It would lead to this. Who else but number 10? Hand the football to this young man. Konstantinos Kavanes, good for first down. You want more Kavanes? You got it. Had triple scores last week, gets 2 touchdown rushes this week, and that would prove to be the game winner. Godwin moves to 2-0 for the second year in a row. 17-14 would be the score at that point. The defense would do enough to make that score a final. Godwin 17, Patrick Henry 14.
I knew from last year how it was going to be. I thought they looked really good on the film. I thought it would be like it was, and so our kids were sort of prepared for how tough it might be.
Meanwhile, Godwin's rivals in the West End just down 3 chop. Freeman trying to go to 2-0 as well. Of course, they're not right down 3 chop on this particular Friday night because they're at James River. However, first offensive play from scrimmage. Pass. George Davis finds smooth like butter. Warwick Stevenson will take it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Freeman. And I wish I had Butter Stevenson on my high school fantasy team. That would make it 6-0. I'll tell you why, because there'd be more Stevenson to come. Roll out. James River looking for an answer on offense. The secondary of Freeman is good again. They were great last year. They get the interception right there. Jackson Rogish doing the honors, setting up the offense for this. Guess who? Smooth like butter, Warwick Stevenson. They can't corral him. They can't even touch him. It's 13-0, 1:59 to go in the first. So 2 touchdown advantage for the Mavs. Their secondary was good. Their defensive line absolutely dominant, not allowing that James River running game to get going. Nice stop on the defensive front. Brady Blanchard and company doing the honors there. 13-0 score after 1. Second quarter, back to the offense. And a good-looking ball here by George Davis, but he just took it from him. What a play by Christian Jury. And the jury is not out. That is an interception. Well done by the James River defensive back. Coach Simon's like, yeah, we don't want that to happen. 50-50 ball. James River wouldn't do anything with it offensively. Next possession for Freeman, they would do something. Another touchdown, make it 3 for the night for Ward Butter Stevenson. 20-0 with 3:53 to go. Now, James River trying to turn things around. Roll out. Had a couple of good drives. Freeman had a couple of big turnovers. The interception, second one of the evening, this time from number 25, Caleb Fisher. Fans love it. Freeman loves it. They're about to move to 2-0. Watch big number 50. What a great job blocking by Harry Smith. Leads the way for the 1-2 punch, Kevin China. Butter Stevenson, 2 touchdowns for 3. Kevin China 1, 34-6 Freeman.
We have more gridiron action when we come back. It's the home opener for Hermitage and the first game of the season for Henrico when the Panthers play host to the Warriors. Plus, it's a West End rivalry renewed when Deep Run welcomes Godwin in girls volleyball. Highlights of that and more straight ahead.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to SportsWire. Golf, anyone? Well, big match between the Freeman Mavericks and the Godwin Eagles at Hermitage Country Club. We go playing the front 9 of the Sabbath course. There's a mannequin and a Sabbath. And you're looking at the stylings of Godwin's Dylan Stefanko. That's Stefanko on the approach on the first hole. He would 2-putt from there to save par. Nicely done by Stefanko. His teammate, Will Canfield. His approach. You want to be on the left side of the green if you can. He gets a little lucky here, misses the bunker, goes to the right, so he's going to have to putt uphill. So there is a slope there, but he ends up in pretty good shape and leads to this. This is a heck of a lag putt. Nice distance here. The distance pretty much right on within 4 feet. 2 putts from there to knock that one home for a 5. Mavs, well, they got something going. They got a lot of great golfers, and they've been golfing really well for a long time. This is sophomore Ben Cowgill on his approach on the first hole at Sabbath. Would lead to this. Cowgill, teases the edge within a foot. His lines were excellent on the greens, putting. His distance was pretty much right on, just barely missing. He would lead the way for Freeman. Get this, the Mavs went into this match 29-0-1 in terms of a winning streak in their dual, tri, and quad matches. This obviously being a duel. So looking for 30-0-1, and Graydon Turan doing a nice job to make sure that the Mavs would do just that. This is a deep golf team. This is, by the way, also the longest winning streak in Freeman school history. That's a long history, folks. So a lot at stake here. They actually tied Deep Run earlier in the season. This is Dylan Stefanko on the second hole, par 4. Right in the middle of the fairway. He would finish that one off with a 2-putt himself. And then back to Douglas Freeman. Same hole, the approach shot. This one was a little bit chunky. Got a little too much of it. Goes past the hole, but he will be fine. Graydon Turan going to get chippy with it. Onto the green. And this is well struck. Right up to the hole, within about 8 to 10 feet, I would say. Not a bad ball whatsoever. He would 2-putt from there for a good score. Turan, one of 5 golfers for Freeman, 5 that shot 40 or better on the front 9 here on the Sabbath course. This putt, so close. I mean, the line was almost perfect, but
Cowgill is going to have no problem with the tappy. He led all golfers with 1 under par through 9 holes, and that would be good for a 35. Coming right at you, the par 3, 4th. This is the first group that we caught up with later. And all 4 golfers did a tremendous job. Oh, getting it on the dance floor in 1. We've all been there. Little toilet bowl, supposed to go in the hole, bounces out. We run on to the next hole. That's what we do. Lefty Joe Winston would have no problems, really. I mean, after all of that, he's one of the 5 golfers who shot 40 or better. Charlie White was also one of those golfers. You saw him make that nice approach onto the green, nice tee shot, I should say, onto the green, right in the center cut. He would 2-putt from there to get par. More of a line drive shot right here by Mills Godwin. But that is pretty, oh so pretty, even if just off the green. This would be Godwin's best. Davis Golden. He was golden. He would end up 2-putting that one. He'd be 1 over on that particular hole, but he led all Godwin golfers, I should say, easier for me to say, with a 40. We go to the 5th. And again, this first group's first group for a reason. They generally put up the lowest scores, the best rounds of all the golfers, and that's right down the left side of the fairway. There's a creek over there. Everybody avoided it. Freeman going to get it going as well. This one was absolutely crushed, way beyond where I thought it would land, up on the right edge of the fairway. Here comes Golden. He's going to hit his right down the left side, and yes, it would stay on and avoid the creek. And his teammate Anthony Allen also with a great tee shot. All 4 of these golfers, Golden, Allen, Winston, White, part of the first group for Godwin and Freeman respectively, all with excellent scores. Here's the approach. And that's from Winston, and Winston just to the right of the flag. Saw that ball drop. Some more great putting. Winston just misses. He was just off with his putter, although you can tell he's got a good putting game. He's going to go ahead and tap this one in. Winston, many times a medalist in a lot of the events so far. He and his teammate, Charlie White, both first-team All-Metro last year. Both have already been first-team All-State in the past. Winston made the VA State Open Independence last year and made the cut at age 16. White's season average in matches last year, below par. Great match by Godwin, but Freeman gets the best of him. Final score, 154 to 167. Well, from Hermitage Country Club to Hermitage High School, Friday Night Lights, let's go. It's football time. Home opener for Hermitage, trying to cure the ills from the loss at Oscar Smith, 44-6. This is truly the opener for Henrico, and I'm digging their yellow and white unis with the hen on them. Kind of got that North Dakota State / Norfolk State feel to it. Hermitage says we kind of got a running back feel. I didn't talk about him in the preseason, but Erlante Winston is back once again at running back. You know who else back at quarterback? I did talk about him. Ben Yanay. And, yeah, he's doing his stuff. Still first quarter highlights. That's good enough for a first down. Ground game for Hermitage going. That would lead to this. Henrico says, not anymore. Not on our watch. Nice stop defensively. That was a 4th down stop. Henrico had a couple of them to keep this game close. Meanwhile, the Hermitage defensive front, they get a stop as well. Nothing doing in the run game for Henrico, at least not early. Second quarter, roll out, no score still. That's going to change because we've seen this before, haven't we? Ben Yanay to Andre Clark Jr. Touchdown, Hermitage. Panthers on top, 6-0. There'd be a penalty on the PAT for Henrico, so Hermitage takes the extra yard, goes for 2, and Erlante Winston finds Pater. 8-0 Hermitage. Second quarter, Panthers in control with 10:38 to go. Defense trying to get going as well. On the ground, though, how about this run for Henrico? Yeah, the Hen had it going. Number 1, Darren Williams, good looking back. Then back to throw. Quarterback's got a man in the screen, but that Hermitage defense was not fooled. Number 50 in on the stop, Tyshawn Spencer. And then, yeah, Panthers with the ball back. Winston back in action would lead to this. Set it up for this. 1-yard touchdown plunge. No! Actually, he doesn't get in. And that was a 4th down stop, second one of the game for Henrico. Problem for the Warriors was great goal line stop, but now they're backed up to their own goal line. Elijah Page says no, gets a stop. Later, Henrico would get out of trouble, but Hermitage, they would force the sack. Nicholas Christian still 8-0 at the break. Second act, Hermitage looking to make something work on this punt return. They would do just that. Andre Clark Jr. does everything. He plays offense, he plays defense, he plays special teams, and he returned that kick that would lead it to this. Gonna bounce it outside, heading right to our living room. Touchdown, Panthers! Once again, number 4, Erlante Winston. The Panthers on the prowl. They would go for a 2. Easy squeezy, lemon peasy. Winston once again, another 2-point conversion and 2 tutties, 16-0. Hermitage with the lead. Henrico coming back, quarterback, got a man, and down the sidelines he goes. 61 yards to pay dirt. Jarrell Smith on the receiving end, and a great job by Lavelle Winston to get him the football. Touchdown, Warriors! The extra point, though, would be blocked not once, but twice in a row. First time was negated by a penalty. They tried to kick it again. It was blocked again. 16-6, the score in the third. Henrico, though, still down 2 scores, looking to come back. That time, high snap is corralled, but leads to a Hermitage sack. Some of these mistakes can be fixed on the Henrico side. Too many penalties, too many high snaps, and not enough people who can guard this guy. Once again, the Ben Yane to Andre Clark Jr. connection on full display. Their second hookup of the evening. Hermitage back up big. That would make it 23-6. And then there was that really cool, I don't know if that was a Cobra Kai thing or what. And sometimes, folks, we just get lost in the wash. Even yours truly can miss a play. Try to zoom in to see where the ball was. It was intercepted. It was intercepted by Andre Clark Jr. I'm sorry, Andre Clark Jr. I did not get a clean video highlight of that pick, but I'm showing it anyway to, show a mea culpa. 30-12, Hermitage wins their first. To ladies volleyball we go, where the deep run Wildcats. Only 1 loss on the year, always in a tough match when it comes to the Godwin Lady Eagles. Wildcats trying to take care of business early and often. First set action. Oh, captain, my captain, number 99, Sanaya Moss. With the point, Godwin on the serve. Still first set action. That dog will hunt. This time, number 7 in company, Mackenzie Dodge. Gets that one to go. Point, Wildcats. Deep run, seem to keep momentum going most of these sets. But that one goes wide and out. Chloe Snyder getting the point later. Godwin on the serve. Wildcats looking for answers. Nice block at the front of the net. Sticking with it are the Lady Eagles. And then knocking it down. Number 3 doing it again. It's Chloe Snyder and company. Godwin. All these sets were close. Eagles looking for more. Great dig by Deep Run to keep this one alive. Nice little rally here, but number 99 going to be on the winning end of that one. Yeah, Sanaya lost 25-16. Wildcats win the first set. We go to the second. This one much closer. Even Steven, right in your living room. Look out. Point, Wildcats, number 2. Megan Lanier. Or Liner gets it done. Block in the front of the net. Godwin has answers. Number 16, Olivia Savage. It was Savage in front of the net. Ashley Glaze on the serve. Wildcats, it's Moss time. Anytime Deep Run needed a pickup or a pick-me-up, she was there for the call, for the answer. She gets that kill to go. Godwin looking for one of their own. Great dig. Excellent keeping it going. But Godwin on top of that one. Good team volleyball, good team point by the Lady Eagles. Eagles not done, trying to even this up at one apiece. Moss, that ball is in. She says no. Point, Wildcats, and a deep run. Can smell it. That is coming up, aces. Point, Wildcats. And they were in control, looking for the set right here. Nice little fake pass, hit them where they ain't. 25-19, Wildcats up 2 sets to none. And you want to close out your team when you're up 2-0, especially in this rivalry. Aces will help. And yeah, deep run was dealing from service. Another ace. Getting it going now are the Wildcats. This time, make it 3 in a row. Number 13 doing the honors. Anna Martin. Wildcats looking to finish this with a sweep. And a great dig right there. Deep run hanging with it, but dig comes up paramount for Godwin. Trying to stay in this one, but it was way too much. Wildcats setting it up. Great get. Making the defense rotate, getting the point, and then deep run. So many times deep run or Godwin would take a 2-0 lead, and then the other team would come back and win in 5. Not happening this time. Wildcats point, set, game, match. 3-0. Wildcats winning at home.
We head to Highland Springs when we return. The Springers face off against a defending state champion on the gridiron when they face Phoebus. Plus, the upstart Tucker Tigers travel to the Springs for boys volleyball. That's next.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Welcome back to SportsWire. One of the biggest anticipated games, Highland Springs hosting the Phoebus Phantoms. Springers at home taking on a team from the 757 who went undefeated. They were state champions in Class 4 last year. They are a juggernaut, and they showed it early and often. This team can run the rock, and they can stop the run. And the Phantoms were no ghosts about this. That was a short run inside the 2-yard line with a lead to this. 1-yard touchdown plunge. Davion Roberts gets the call, and the Phantoms, they were a menace. They have a 7-0 lead with 4:11 to go. Nice little Star Wars Phantom menace for all you Star Wars geeks out there, including yours truly. Highland Springs trying to get it going with special teams, game breakers. Phoebus had some game breakers of their own. Remember, Highland Springs, this game is sandwiched between Phoebus, who won states last year, and their upcoming game, Maury, who were state champs a year ago. Fumble on the Phantoms. The one thing that went the Springers' way, the game breakers did make plays. The fumble got the ball deep in Phantom territory, but that Phoebus defense, I said they stopped the run. They were all over the read option as well. Physical up front. You do not see Highland Springs get dominated at the line of scrimmage very often. May not see it again this year. Field goal in the second quarter on that drive, missed. So no points, even though they started with the ball inside the Phoebus 10. Meanwhile, on the option, Phantoms running game did get going. Second quarter, run, good for a first down. Later, around the tackle he goes, touchdown, Phoebus. This time, number 7 gets in, it's Brandon Diggs. Just like that, the Phantoms had a 14-0 lead. Then, more defense. Phantoms get the big-time sack. They would have that 14-0 lead at the break. Second half, third quarter, Highland Springs down 2 scores. Down, but not out. Why? He loses the football, and the game breakers break it open with a huge special team score. Highland Springs, Johnny on the spots, number 9. Devin Simmons and the Springers, just like that, make it a 14-6 ball game. But Phoebus, look at that catch. They didn't just run the football well, they made some big catches when they needed to. Number 8 hauls that one in. Ramir Smith. You'll hear more from Smith later. Then they got the ground game back going again, somehow eluding tacklers all his way to the end zone. And another touchdown for Phoebus, second of the night for Davion Roberts, 20-7 Phantoms. And again, we go to the fourth. Long ball once again, and what a catch. Really well covered. Trenton Mitchell doing the honors. That would lead to a Phoebus field goal. 23-7 is the final. Glen Allen now 2-0. They beat Massaponax 17-14. Atlee gives Deep Run their first loss. 29-6 your final. Big boys volleyball game for two big reasons. One, J.R. Tucker Tigers. Sam Rock's got his team rocking. 6-1 on the season. In Highland Springs, first time they've had a varsity boys volleyball team in about 10 years, and they got a lot of players. So congrats to both. One, a great start, and one, a program getting back on their feet. And like I said, it's not just a few guys. They got a lot of guys. Number 13 was a man among boys. Bond, Zach Bond. Getting ace after ace after ace in the first set. All Tigers. Springers, not to be outdone. There's an ace as well. Alston Archer fires and finds a point for Highland Springs. They had some good highlights on this one. This one goes back to J.R. Tucker, number 1. Amir Kosick with the point there on the kill. Then on the serve, Tigers back at it. Up 23-8 at this point, setting it up and knocking it down. On the outside, it's Bond, Zach Bond, 25-12, Tucker. Yeah, they're ranked number 3 by the boys volleyball coaches poll going into this one. So these are not your parents' Tucker Tigers when it comes to guys volleyball. Second set, another point for J.R. Tucker. Then on the serve once again, Highland Springs setting it up. Cannot get a good kill attempt there, but they do get a big-time block. And that's number 4 doing the honors, Shea Davis. Davis knocks that one down. Springers with a serve. You want more blocks? You got it. It's a Springer block party. They get it over there as well on both sides. This time Chris Draper says, not in my house, block Springers. This is a talented team, especially for one back in their first season, taking on a team that's really good. And J.R. Tucker, really good team. Jalen Hister gets the ace right there. Springer's trying to come back. This time it is blocked, but it will go off of J.R. Tucker, so point Highland Spring. Close match. Tucker brought in their reserves for a lot of the second set, but still close point. Tigers, they would win the second set, but it'd be a close one, like I said, 25-19. We go to the third. Springers down 16-13, make it 16-14. Point Highland Springs. Nicely played, number 7 doing the honors on that one. Alston Archer and company. Too much Tucker in this one, however. This time, it's number 16, Rafael Pamplona with the point. More from the Tigers. Setting it up and knocking it down. Sai Valapiretti with the point, and then on the serve, yep, in the corner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Tigers move to 7-1 on the year. Congrats to the Springers for getting their program back up and running. They got a good future ahead of them. The Tigers win this one 3-0.
Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us, and you can always follow us on X and watch us on YouTube. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.